was standing right here when he approached me with a knife.
Yeah.
And it scared the fuck out of me.
12:30 at night, your own room, guy pulls a knife out on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God, man. So you're fearing for your life.
Yes. He was threatening me. My stepmom heard him say that he would fuck me up if I didn't give him the keys.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, these guys were willing to threaten to kill people for, like, a watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's crazy to me. Like for a few grand worth of stuff, they're willing to kill somebody, murder somebody in cold blood in their own room at midnight.
Own bedroom. Yeah.
That's what's terrifying, man. For it to be in your own bedroom.
Yeah.
That's actually mental. It seems like the weapon was your own kitchen knife, right?
Yes. Yeah, this is where they got the knife. It was basically that big, but big kitchen knife style.
Wow. And it's like obviously just in prime position, so they just grab it.
Yeah, they grabbed it. Used it to threaten me.
So they go downstairs, get a kitchen knife, come back up and threaten to murder you in your own bedroom.
Yeah. Exactly right. They weren't just opportunistic. They didn't just find an unlocked door. They bashed in the garage door.
Bashed in their garage door.
It was almost split in half.
That's crazy. They're threatening to murder people in their own bed at like 1 a.m. for a couple grand's worth of stuff.
Yeah.
These people are feral. Like, you can't even live in society with these people. That's what I think people need to understand, right? Like,
it's not behavior of a normal person at all.
People think like criminals, like, oh, they must have had a really tough upbringing. Oh man, maybe they're doing it because they're poor. Like, no, dude, they actually were threatening to murder you in your own bedroom at 1 a.m. for like $1,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah,
that's murderous behavior. That's extreme violence.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, home invasion. They broke into this very room. You were sleeping. You're waking up. You see these guys have knives. Tell us what happened. Literally this very room 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I woke up to lots of movement going on outside my room. I thought that was strange because it was midnight. So
yeah.
I jumped up and I opened the door, and that's when it hit me. I saw basically 2 guys at the top of the stairs doing trips. One was coming up, one was coming down.
And he couldn't. They're head to toe in black.
Yeah, full black
balaclava.
Hoodies, balaclavas.
You can't see anything.
No.
Yeah.
They were rushing, they were running, and that was terrifying.
So it's what time at night?
It was midnight.
12
o'clock.
So you're waking up, you see guys in the hallway. Tell us what happens next.
Straight away, yelled at them, told them to get out. Yelled basically as loud as I could.
And you don't have a weapon or anything?
No.
Yeah.
No weapon. Just yelled at them on their way down the stairs. They looked back at me.
Yeah.
And they went straight outside, I could see.
Yeah.
I had my phone on me, so I called the police straight away.
Yeah.
And I heard a bit of commotion outside. I think they were yelling at each other. That's when they came back in the house.
That's crazy.
And
so they come back.
Came back in the house after that. First guy came running up the stairs, and the second guy had a knife in his hand.
Wow. Okay, just tell us what that moment's like. Tell us, like, you see the knife, what's going through your head?
Yeah. So I was kind of I was holding something, ready to kind of push the first guy. Coming up the stairs, they were demanding the car keys.
Demanding the car keys. And then they actually come into this very room.
Yeah. So they backed
me
up into my room. Backed me up into my room.
So were you standing like literally
right here?
Right
I told
here,
them I'd give them the keys, and that's when I came in here. One went straight to my dresser, and the other one came to me. I gave him my keys, which were here. That's when he saw my jewelry and my wallet, and he took that. No hesitation. I was standing right here when he approached me with a knife.
Yeah.
And it scared the fuck out of me.
12:30 at night, your own room, guy pulls a knife out on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God, man. So you're fearing for your life.
Yes. He was threatening me. My stepmom heard him say that he would fuck me up if I didn't give him the keys.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, these guys were willing to threaten to kill people for like a watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's crazy to me. Like for a few grand worth of stuff, they're willing to kill somebody, murder somebody in cold blood in their own room at midnight.
Own bedroom.
Yeah. That's what's terrifying, man. For it to be in your own bedroom.
Yeah.
That's actually mental. So you give them everything. What happens next?
They took what they wanted from here. I came outside of the room with them, and the next thing they wanted were the keys to the second car.
Yeah.
I told them I'll get it for them, and that's when I heard beeping, and it was their getaway car demanding that they came outside because the police were arriving.
Wow. So the police, amazingly, the police actually did arrive really quickly, relatively quickly. Like this is probably within 10 minutes.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about the fact that I remember you said to me they had probably hit another house in the very street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
tell us
the
about
next morning, the detectives came and they informed us that the police responded so quickly because they were initially responding to a house they hit 9 minutes prior.
That's crazy.
2 streets away.
So to get this clear for viewers at home, right? So they hit a house 2 or 3 streets away. They know that the police are coming at that point. I think you said
they were confronted by the homeowners.
They went into a house. There were 5 guys in that house apparently. They get confronted.
Yeah.
They escape, and then they drive 2 streets over and hit your house, knowing the police are coming.
Exactly right.
That's mental. Like
I couldn't believe it.
Men, like people don't understand this, right? The lack of, just that's not how normal people think, right? Normal people,
I want to say also they weren't just opportunistic. They didn't just find an unlocked door. They bashed in the garage door. It was almost split in half.
Wow. And I think you said as well that there was a sign that they'd probably cased the house in the daytime.
Yeah, we noticed something suspicious that day. Some poor communication, didn't get through properly, but after the fact we noticed that there was a stool propping up one of our fences.
Yeah.
Which wasn't put there by any of us.
That's crazy. So they're probably staking out the house in the middle of the day. They hit a house like 2-3 streets over. They run into 5 guys. They escape. And then you'd normally think, knowing that the police are coming,
You'd get away.
But instead they actually decide to go for another house, which is your house.
Yeah.
And then again, the crazy thing is, you confront them, and again, you're thinking, normal person that gets confronted in another person's house at midnight, they can escape. Instead, these guys actually go downstairs, and they got it seems like the weapon was your own kitchen knife, right?
Yes.
So they go downstairs, get a kitchen knife, come back up and threaten to murder you in your own bedroom.
Yeah. Exactly right.
That's crazy. They're threatening to murder people in their own bed at like 1 a.m. for a couple grand's worth of stuff.
Yeah.
These people are feral. Like, you can't even live in society with these people. That's what I think people need to understand, right?
It's not behavior of a normal person at all.
People think like criminals, like, oh, they must have had a really tough upbringing. Oh man, maybe they're doing it because they're poor. Like, no, dude, they actually were threatening to murder you in your own bedroom at 1 a.m. for like $1,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
That's murderous behavior. That's extreme violence.
Yeah.
And I think you said, one of the craziest things, right, is like they were escaping, and what was it? You said like the police just couldn't chase them because of like basically there's laws in our state stopping them from chasing after them.
The police were within a meter of their vehicle when I followed them outside and I saw them take off. They were within a meter of their vehicle. I thought they can't get very far.
Hang on. So after they've threatened to murder you in your own bedroom, right? They run outside. You just go out and watch what's happening. The police car is 1 meter behind their getaway car.
Mm-hmm.
They still get away.
In fact, the responding police officers after that even said to me that they lost communication, but they said in this situation they'll get away.
The sad thing is we don't blame the individual police officers because like they're actually being hamstrung by the laws. Like they would have wanted to chase after these guys, but we've for some reason got these insane laws in our state where they literally cannot even chase after criminals.
Yeah, that's basically what the police officer told me, and she said they're aware of that as well.
It's crazy. And I think the other thing you said is they actually threw the knife at the police.
Yeah, the detective the next morning told us they had our knife because it was thrown at the police car. Yeah.
So, like, you know, a day or two later, you guys have changed the locks and everything, but obviously it's still scared. Like, it's just like a terror thing. It's like terror, right? They just like inflict terror upon people in this community. Yeah,
they took our garage remote and house keys. Obviously, we had them changed the next day, but I think they know that they can come back.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm literally going to I'm going to like literally camp out in your living room.
Yeah. Just
like the whole night, won't even sleep. Everyone else can sleep. I'm going to stay there with the hammer. to defend the family.
You're gonna protect us.
Because the reason why I care so much about this, right, is my house, my car gets broken in. My car was broken into in July. They took my wallet, like $1,000.
Yeah.
Police couldn't even do anything. I'm just fucking fed up of like just the situation of just lawlessness in Queensland. Man, I've known so many home invasions. I think you said as well, like your mum's had multiple break-in attempts. Yeah. You had a break-in attempt at your last house as well. Yeah. Like this is just constant at this point.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, a year ago.
Before you moved into this house.
Before this house.
Yeah.
The house was a similar situation, broken into, cars both stolen. At that time, the keys were kept downstairs, so they were able to find them rather quickly and get away. We didn't notice till the next morning. It wasn't as confrontational, but that was just a year ago. So
that's the crazy thing about this one, man. The confrontational aspect, because you hear about home invasions, and I know some people who they've taken to just putting their car keys out in full display, right, in the kitchen or whatever, because it's become quite known that like these guys, like they look for the car keys and then they just joyride for a couple hours and then dump their car.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So I know people who basically like literally just leave their car keys out in the middle of the house, like
that's something we've discussed.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is like they actually straight up came to you in your room with a knife. Like that's just I haven't heard of it being that unhinged before.
Yeah, it was totally brazen. They must have been drugged out. Like there was nothing stopping these guys.
So you told me like they had a bit of like an Eshe accent.
There was something going on there.
Yeah. And obviously we don't know like anything really about them, but I think it was your next door neighbour said something about like they were overheard speaking a foreign language or something like that.
That's all we know about them. So after we ran outside, the neighbours were up. I think I woke them with my yelling, and they said basically all they had to say was they were speaking in Asian language.
You beauty.
Yeah.
You beauty. I love it. Just let's be terrorized in our own country by random foreign gangs. Fucking beautiful, actually.
Yeah, the acts they commit are just totally. So it's nothing any normal person would do. I think the penalties need to be much harsher.
I don't understand, man. Like people think they're like, oh, criminals just fall into this like, oh, there but for the grace of God go I. It could have been me, right? Like, no, dude, it couldn't have been us. Like when I was like 15, I wasn't running around with a machete. Like.
Could never think of it.
Could never even imagine it in a million years. That's the crazy thing, right? Like, I'd be scared to go into somebody's house at night. That's the weird thing, right? Like, I'd be fucking scared.
Yeah, everybody should feel that way.
It'd be weird. Dude, I'd be scared. I'd be like, if I was trying to be a robber, I'd be fucking terrified, right? Like, you don't know who you're going to... But these guys are like, they're brazen enough that like they go downstairs, get a kitchen knife, and then come back up to confront you. Like, that's just not how normal people think. Like, these guys are so dangerous to society. And dude, like they're willing to do that to you. I think honestly, it's going to get to the point where they kill people, and that's why I just think like I know that Australia doesn't have death penalty. I know we're never going to bring it back, but just if you were talking about the perfect moral society, I just think perfect moral society they morally don't deserve to live. If you're willing to kill somebody for their watch, do you really deserve to live in society? I just don't think so. Honestly, that's just my personal opinion. I know people get mad at me, but.
Harsher laws definitely need to be implemented.
Just harsher, like minimum 20 years or something.
Minimum.
You're literally standing exactly where you were the other night when a guy had a knife on you.
Yeah, exactly here.
That's fucking mental.
Yeah, there were two in my room, completely covered up, holding a knife.
That's like literally just worst nightmare, man. Like my absolute worst nightmare. You get woken up in the middle of the night, guys in masks with knives. Like that's the worst nightmare, and that's literally what happened to you right here in this very room.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Just crazy, man. Bro, thank you for sharing a story. I'm glad that people like can just like hear this stuff because I don't think people realize.
Yeah, I mean the first 22 years of my life, I'd never had a situation like this happen, and then twice in a year.
Fucking hell.
So it's getting much worse, and
I think minimum castle law, like you should be able to defend your own home. I don't know. What do you reckon? Like the Katter Party's castle law, like just you should be able to defend your own home.
No, 100%. If I had a weapon, which I wish I had a weapon.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to sleep with a fucking hammer.
I definitely need to be more prepared for these things.
Bro, thank you for sharing a story. I hope they find them and hope they get fucking shot. Good evening. Yesterday, my cousin's house was targeted in a home invasion, and 3 armed burglars broke into my cousin's bedroom at midnight with a knife and held him at knife point, demanding that he hand over his keys. So I've actually camped out in his living room tonight. It's now 11 p.m. at night and I'm going to stay up the entire night. I've got a hammer and I bought 2 plastic machetes from the costume store. And I'm going to stay up the entire night, and if they return, we believe they may return because they took the house keys. If they return, I will fully destroy them. I will defend the house no matter what happens. Thank you. It's 4 a.m. into the 4th hour of my night watch. No sign of any intruders so far. Still got the hammer. So far, the defense watch has been a success. My security watch was a success in the sense that the house was not attacked at any point last night. I stayed up for about 90% of it. I finally succumbed to my tiredness at about like 4:30 a.m. I kept a vigil throughout much of the night, and it was a success. We defended the house, but this is not how Australians should live. They should not require their cousins to sit in the living room with a weapon to protect the home. This is not how Australians should live. We need to crush the gangs Lee Kuan Yew style, and we need to fully death penalty anybody who breaks into a home at night with a weapon. Simple. Thank you everybody for tuning in.